Hi guys! Yeah, that is a 12 volt car socket adapter, for USB charging. And my subscribers might know that I use a 12 volt solar system at home to charge my phones and the cameras and so on and so on. So this adapter is really useful. What I really like about it is that it still works. It's from the manufacturer HTC, and you will see when I plug it to 12 volts like this. Yeah, you see, it still works. The logo lights up here, and I really like that. Let's turn off the light. Yeah, it really lights. And that's helpful, especially if you use it in a car. Then you easily find where the adapter is in the dark. But anyways, let's see. When I plug in my USB tester, I will link it in the description if you're interested. You see that it outputs 5.16 volts. That's fine. And the only thing is that although it still works, it's a bit old. But now the thing is that the newer devices pull more amps than this thing is capable of or should be used for. Because let me see if I can focus that for you. So there you see it, that it has a rating of 1 amp, just 1 amp. And I mean, for the older devices that's fine, but the newer devices pull for example 1.5 amps, and the thing is that the adapter delivers the 1.5 amps, so it does not really limit that. Or maybe 1.5 is the limit, I don't know. But the thing is that especially here in this area, the adapter then gets really hot, and I really don't like that, because sooner or later it will fail and potentially damage connected devices by output over voltages also. So that's why I'm on the search for more modern car adapter. Let's see what's on the market. Now I bought myself a new USB car charger. The big question is, can this 20 watt car charger really deliver 20 watts? The package claims that it has overvoltage, overheat and overcurrent protection. But now I have to pull it out of the package. Oh, the sides are secured with adhesive tape. I need to cut them first. Okay, now the package can be opened, hopefully. Ah yes, there it is. Is there something else in the package? A manual? No, but I see a magnet here. This is used as a latch for the lid. An expensive package. I hope the high-end package contains a quality product. Okay, but now to the charger itself. Okay, it's easy to pull it out. That are the specifications. Input voltage from 12 volt to 24 volt DC. Output rating is 5 volts, 3.1 amps, and power delivery protocol with its high voltages. The power rating is 20 watts. That is the front panel. One USB-C and 2 USB-A sockets are provided. Only the USB-C socket provides a quick charge function of power delivery. But now to my product test. I have this car power socket extension cord and I want to use it to connect the charger to my 12-volt system. The plug goes to the 12-volt system, the socket takes the charger. Now comes the great moment, the mating of the two parts. It is illuminated, that looks nice, but let me grab my USB measurement device. I've made a video about it a few months ago. Have a look if you want to know its details. There it is. It has all the inputs and outputs I need to test USB devices. The 5-volt output provides 5.08 volts without load. Let's test the other socket. It's the exact same voltage, so they are obviously connected in parallel. Now to the USB socket. The voltage is different as expected because the power delivery function is usually provided by a dedicated chip. It provides 5.22 volts without load. But now I want to test the USB-A socket. I use a USB cable to connect my 20 amp hours power bank. The power bank draws 2.24 amps. It is pretty discharged, obviously. The output voltage increases to 5.11 volts. So it is regulated as it seems. That is good. Let me reset the energy counter so we can see how much energy flows in. Let's see how stable you and I are. Pretty stable. This screen gives me a good overview. We can see that it provides the fast power delivery signals as promised. The output values seem to be stable. Let's see if the housing gets warm. Well, just a bit right now. Okay, that looks good so far. Let's test the USB-C output. I use this USB-C cable for testing. I know that it is good quality. It is pretty much the same values here. So in standard charge, it doesn't seem to make a difference. But we use only 11.6 watts right now. To use the maximum power of 20 watts, I want to charge another power bank at the same time. For this, I connect it to the USB-A socket of my USB tester. And you can see we have 17.5 to 17.6 watts right now. Enough headroom to the maximum power of 20 watts. Let's test the housing temperature again. It gets really warm. That is bad. I will let it run for a while to see if the temperature rises even more. Look, the charger has shut down. The outputs are dead. That is bad and unexpected. Why does it shut down if the load is well below the rated 20 watts? Let's pull the charger out of the socket to see the temperature at the lower part of the housing. Ooh, oh, it's baking hot. I can barely touch it. That's not good at all. I mean, the package claims it has an overcurrent and overheat protection. These protection circuits should prevent such an increased heat. I will let it sit unconnected to allow it to cool down. Chill, you little charger, chill. Okay, let's try again. I will plug it in again. If a protection circuit has shut it off, it should turn on now. But look, it's still dead. That is strange. What is going on? Oh, when I wiggle on the charger, it turns on again. And it stays on, even if I wiggled it some more. That is strange. Something odd is going on here. Is my socket bad? Does it cause these issues? Let's have a look inside. Well, as far as I can tell, my socket looks fine. No visible issues at all. Let's reconnect the charger for evaluation. Well, the charger seems to work fine again. 9.4 watts with one load. Okay, I connect the second load on the USB-C output again. That should not change anything, but the power starts to jump up and down. Let's have a look on the oscilloscope screen. Ah, there you see how the current jumps between 1.3 and 2.0 amps. Also, the voltage has significant dips from time to time. It also makes a noisy sound. And it seems that it's getting worse and worse. Now I also smell a burned smell. And now the charger is dead again. Let's pull it out of the socket and have a look on it. Look! The center pin area has melted. Oh my god! That is the worst case. That should never happen. I can't believe it. Such a device is a fire and health hazard. Look how the center pin has sunken in. So there obviously was enough pressure on the center pin to make a good connection. What a bad product. I still can't believe it. Such a product shouldn't be on the market, in my opinion. I really want to make a complaint on the seller. Therefore, I want to repack this questionable product. That is necessary to get my money back. But what can I do next? I know. I will order a car charger from a trusted vendor on Aliexpress. I have good experience with USB cables and a USB charger from them. So I think the car charger will also be good. Remember this package. I definitely do not recommend to buy it. Okay, I have found another one. And it's an Aliexpress car charger. And Aliexpress, I prefer that because I have good experience with the USB cables from Aliexpress. As you see in my recommended product list in the video description. And yeah, it has power delivery and a Type-C output, and also supports Quick Charge 3.0. That's good enough for me. Has 25 watts. That's good enough for me. And yeah, black and white. Okay, I prefer the black one. Okay, yeah, that's nicer. And let's see what it offers here. Yeah, obviously 25 watts. And yeah. It's capable of charging all the main brands of smartphones, and has individual chips for Apple or Android phones for the quick charge process. And and it's only $5.25. I think that's a fair price. These 99 cents, it's only if you're a new customer to Aliexpress. But yeah, again, $5.25 seems to be fair to me. So yeah, I will give it a try and add it to the cart. And yeah, now I have to wait until it's delivered. Then let's see how good it is. The package has arrived pretty quickly. It was about less than 2 weeks or so. I'm really satisfied. So Didn't have to wait so long. But yeah, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, it's as advertised. Quick charge 3.0, power delivery 25 watts, and again, power delivery 25 watts. Quick charge, and let's see what the spec says here. Output USB-A 5 volt 3.1 amp and 912 volts. It's power delivery or quick charge 2.77 amps and output C 5 volt 3.1 amps, though it's exactly the same, but obviously not at the same time simultaneously. And also 9 or 12 volt 2.7 cents. So these are equal. And of course it's made in China. I just wonder why the Aliexpress logo does not appear here on that device. I don't know why. Because on the USB cables there is the logo, so I wonder why they didn't print it on the charger. But anyways, let's test the charger and see if it's any better than the charger. So again, I have my adapter here. So first let's see. Okay, it's firmly in, so no lighting. Okay, but that was expected because it was not advertised as lighted. Well, but anyways, let's check if the output voltages at 5 volt level are fine. And for this I need my USB tester. I just grab it in a sec. Okay, there it is. So let's see. Let's first test the USB A output. Okay, it's flipped. And it's 5.09, so roughly 5.1 volts. So that's fine. Let me just reset that. So it's again zeroed for the energy count, because now I wanna see. But no, wait. I first wanna check the USB-C output then. If it is the same. Oh no, you see, that's 5.19 or 5.2. So you see that there are different circuits for the USB-C output and for the USB-A output, clearly by the different output voltage. But first I want to test the USB-A output. I just wonder why they flipped it, because when the writing is like this, I would expect that this is the top. But no, I have to flip it. I mean, it's not a showstopper, but it's unexpected, let's say this way. So, and I again have my power bank here and the Aliexpress cable. Okay, I plug the USB-A here and USB-C here. Let's see what we got here. We have 2.4 amps. I mean, the power bank is already pretty full. So I don't know how long it takes these 2.4 amps. But anyways, I mean, that's 12 watts now. Let's just run it for a while and then see how warm that adapter gets here. If it's again a really hot device or not. I hope it's not. But let's wait 15 minutes or so and then I come back. 15 minutes now, and we are at 2.41 amps, so it's pretty steady here. And so it pulled around about 12 watts for 15 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, it gets lukewarm, and see, no, there's no smell of chemical stuff on this charger like on the other. So that was the first indication. I did not notice at first. But let's interrupt it here. Pull it out and then I can see, it's lukewarm. So obviously this charger takes it easy to charge 12 watts. So I mean, obviously it seems to keep what it's promising. But let's take it to the limit. Let's see, 3.1 amps at 5 volts. It's hard for me to exactly hit that 3.1 amps. But let's do it the same way as before. So you see, it's still charging, still pulling 2.39 or 2.4 amps. Can you see that? It's hard for you to see there. And I again have my other power bank. Okay, micro USB cables are out. USB-C in and USB-C in. Okay, you see, we are 1 amp above the limit. I mean, it's not good to overcurrent it, but that's the hardcore test. And I hope that it limits the current here. I will let it run for about 2 minutes and then see how hot it gets. It's now about 2 minutes later, and let's interrupt that. And let's see how warm it gets. And well, it's warm now, but not hot, not at all, maybe 30 degrees centigrade. Nothing melted here. The spring pin still works as intended. So I just want to see if the USB-C charging is working in general. Okay, again, the voltage is a bit higher here. And then I just connect it to the other power bank. And here we have 1.9 roughly amps, and nearly 10 watts. Okay, let's step it up. Let's use this power bank. Hopefully it pulls more, and yes, it does pull more. So yeah, it's working. 2.4 amps and round about 12 watts. So I will call this a success. So I have a nice replacement 12-volt car charger adapter for 5-volt USB charging. I really like that. Yeah, I will link this product as well as the trusted cables here in the description. I mean, there's so much out there on the market, as you have seen. Why not recommending the products which perform as expected? If you're not already a valued subscriber, you have now the chance to become one. Stay tuned, and yeah, I will see you next time. Bye bye.